What's up guys, the Bobcat here and welcome to a brand new, well, playthrough I guess, of Nioh. Now, I did say I was going to be playing this game, and as you can already tell, I have already put some time into it. As you can see, 5 hours in. Not that far all things considered, that's like the first two main missions, but before we talk about that, let's talk about what the game is, I suppose. So the game is a hack and slash game, in the same vein as Dark Souls, and, well, we're going to be going through it. I'm going to see how it goes. Now, I have already played some, as you can see, so I'm fairly decent with the controls. Probably not going to stop me from dying, though. So, let's start a new game, and this will create new character data. Yeah, perfect. I might even want to continue playing my old save. Oh. To the far east lies Jaipangu, a land brimming with golden palaces and sparkling jewels. Kublai Khan, ruler of the Mongol Empire, sent a large army there, but the warriors of Zampangu used miraculous stones to put up a strong defense. The Travels of Marco Polo, Chapter 6, 174-175. I'll be quiet during this.
Amrita. Some call it a miraculous stone. The Philosopher's Stone. The Queen of England remains locked in combat. With Spain, the country where the sun never sets, for control of the entire world. Her forces weakening with every battle, the Queen and her inner circle turn to divination and alchemy, hiring pirates like us to find Amrita for them. With that power, they managed to defeat the invincible Spanish Armada. But now it seems they want to keep their methods a secret.
The music was very loud during that. Obviously it won't be for you because I'll do some editing, but for me, the voice acting was kind of off. The Tower of London is an imposing fortress built by King William I in order to keep London safe. It has since gone on to be used as a prison for traitors and execution grounds for criminals. Londoners believe that the many crows live within its walls were... hang on, I've misread that horribly. Londoners believe that if the many crows living in its walls were to abandon it, the tower would collapse and London itself would be destroyed. So, at first I was going to cut out the first mission because this mission is completely pointless. Also, all the cutscenes are in 30 FPS, the gameplay's in 60. So if this looks dodgy, it's because it's in 30 at the moment. Also, this first mission is not going to be quite at 60, it's going to be like 40 because of all the rain effects and the fog, which just tank the frame rate. Really do. I hate it when games manage to be so poorly optimised that happens.
It seems death won't stop chasing me.
And thus we meet our protagonist. So first things first, I want to go to audio and increase that a bit and put that down a little bit. Yeah. Oop. I don't want to stay in here too long because I don't want to have to fisticuffs the guard.
When I had the chance.
Yeah, as I said, I've already played this mission, but it's completely pointless. It really is. It's an absolutely worthless mission because the game teaches you all this again in the next mission after this one, where you can actually use your stances and actually have better weapons than this garbage we're using. So that's going to be fun.
What are you doing?
What's even worse is the enemies don't even get chopped to pieces. Well, that problem will sort itself out once we actually get moving. I want this because parry is useless. I mean, we can't parry, so what we're supposed to do? In fact, you can't parry till much later on.
I guess yourself is your only savior.
And even then, later on, we won't even have these weapons anymore because you lose all your weapons and gear at the end of the first mission. So let's try and get through this as quickly as possible. Hopefully I can get it done within 30 minutes. If I actually keep progressing. Might as well loot everything as well along the way. We'll need it. That frame dropping. Oh, look at that frame drop. Still not bad. I suppose it's staying at 50. Well, 40 at least. So it's not the most egregious in the world. Nicely done. Again, I don't know why you can't chop the guards to pieces in the beginning, but you can every other time. What did you drop? Medicine? I should probably equip that because I'll no doubt end up using it. Wait for the other guard in there to leave. I'd rather not fight two of them at once. Another thing that's really annoying is you can't even backstab enemies until you unlock the skill to backstab them. And even in my other save, I haven't unlocked. Well, actually, no, I did just unlock that skill, but it's still annoying and obnoxious that you have to wait that long to unlock the skill to stab someone in the back. Heck, I don't even have a parry function. I've got a guard, and that's it. There we go. Easily done. Let me get more trousers. Might as well. 3.4% extra chance of humans dropping stuff isn't going to be particularly useful, as I said earlier. Actually, hang on. I feel like I'm missing something. No, I'm not. It's later on. I thought I got a spear at this point. Maybe I did get a spear when I first came through. Not that it matters. I'll be using a single sword throughout the entire game. So, whether or not... Well, I'll be using a katana and a... What is it? An odachi? That's what I'll be sticking with. Mostly because that's what I've been using on my other profile. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be sticking with. Oh. Excellent. Let's also equip the stones. That always come in handy. Oh, a battle axe. I mean, I suppose I could give it a whirl if I really wanted to. But again, it's not really my cup of tea. A greatsword I'd be happy with. But, there's not so much. Nothing wrong with it. It's just not what I like. Now then. Oh, chest there, but there's also a guard out there somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Let's give the battle axe a whirl, shall we?
There's only a limited amount of
this.
we can extract from this country, Kelly.
Indeed, the pirates have served their purpose.
The death of the leader of Japan will spark a war, and a wonderful opportunity to acquire more Amrita.
Once tomorrow's execution takes place, we will get our hands on a compass that will lead us to that Amrita.
With enough Amrita, we could subdue Spain, perhaps even the world.
The day when England reigns supreme is near.
But our beloved queen thinks of Amrita as nothing more than gold or gemstones.
We must find them before our nation's rivals do.
Edward Kelly, you will go to Japan. It seems it would be to our advantage to keep the wars alive. We cannot gain Amrita if blood does not flow. Hey! Who are you?
Such stories.
And thus we meet our... Well, we haven't really met him, but we've learned of our nemesis, I suppose. Yeah. When he said the compass, guess who has the compass? I should say, guess who is the compass? Hey, we got a hat. Ah, we can't see it because I have the setting turned on to not show headgear. Suppose I can turn that setting off for a minute. There we go. I don't know why the hat looks so weird, but we'll keep it off. Let our dashing good looks and long flowing locks blow in the breeze. I did miss something, didn't I? There was another pathway back there. Hello. I don't find the strong attack with any of the straight swords to be particularly useful. But at least in mid stance, which is what stance we're in at the moment. Well, technically we don't have any stances at the moment. But yeah, I don't find it to be of any use. That thrust is slow and really useless. It's much quicker just to chop your enemy to pieces. Okay. Now we can go further down, or we could go back and up if we wanted. Don't remember what's back and up, but I don't think it was particularly important. Again, it's not like we'll be keeping any of the gear we're wearing. So it really doesn't matter. Not to say I wouldn't mind getting everything. Oops, I looked away from the screen. Yeah, by the way, you can die very quickly in this game. When I was first playing, I got my ass handed to me multiple times by extremely weak enemies that really had no business killing me that easily. Or by the revenants that are like the red phantoms. Weird why we lose... No, let's go for toughness. Oh, whatever, I'll put on the other ones. It's not like it really makes a huge difference, the toughness thing. At the moment, at least. Again, we'll only be facing off against like 2 lots of enemies. We haven't even met the second type yet. Yes, please. Is that a better sword? It is. Yay, close combat attack key reduction. How useful. Because, you know, that's our key, by the way, that green bar. It's not stamina, it's key. But, yeah, how useful to us at the moment. Oh. Oh, there's a chest there. I don't think I spotted that last time. Is that a chest? It is. Oh, yay. Rare trousers. Wonderful. Let's go kill these 2.
I saw him.
Nice try. Points for effort. Good. Better luck next time. My guy's a very vocal guy. Oh. There we go. I don't think I opened this last time either. Well, battle axe. Any better than what we're using? Probably. No, it's not. Well, we've still got a bunch of heavily armoured guys to fight, but I probably won't fight them. That frame drop. Again, I really hate this rain and fog effect. It just tanks the frame rate somewhat fierce. Which is completely unnecessary, because it doesn't really add anything. Those are the heavily armoured guys there. Would love to fight them, but they take a bit of time to kill, and I'd just rather not. The battle axe out again. You know, I'm actually sort of liking the battle axe. I probably won't use it, but hammers are pretty good actually. Oh, okay, we can loot. Tell me something interesting.
Looks like I might be able to escape from the top of that tower. How can I get up there?
We could go that way if we really wanted to fight against one of these guys. I don't know if there's a second one there. I don't think there is. Oh, he's wielding a battle axe. He's not the great sword guy. You know what? I'll go battle axe as well. Whoop. Why? Because the battle axe does more damage than the sword does, I'll say that much. And there's no point in trying to break his stamina either, or his ki, I guess, because it's not like we can do any special guard break attacks. Ooh. Oh, I was going so well. Yeah, that's how quickly your life can end. Oop, I just whacked the microphone. So much for that no death run. You, come here. There we go. Yeah, again, that's how quickly it can happen. Especially against stronger enemies. Oh. Hate that thrust, it's useless. Anyway, let's get back out there. Feel embarrassed now. Excellent, can avoid that fight. Hello. Shame we can't kill him in one combo. But oh well, I guess. Oh. Starting to have to concentrate properly now. I've lost the groove. So now I'm starting to get really, really, what do you call it? Tetchy, almost? I suppose sweaty would be a better way of saying it. Anxious, maybe. There we go. I mean, I could get revenge if I really wanted to. Should I? Oh, you know what? I'll try and get revenge. We're only 17 minutes in. If the first part runs over a little bit, then so be it. Though I only want this mission to be the first part. Because this mission is boring. And doesn't let you do anything interesting. Again, as I stated earlier, this first mission is completely worthless. It really is. There is no point for this mission to exist other than story purposes. As you'll see when we get to the actual first mission, which goes through all the stuff that was covered in this mission anyway. Hey, a fancy battle axe. Any good? It's about the same. Not that I'll be using it. Now then. The shrine. And then we'll head downstairs. Because there's some story stuff down here, I guess. This looks like a nice place to be.
Using monsters like that to fight wars. Guess they got no more use for us.
His body just split in two. Oh God! You wanted to kill me from the start.
Striking when the opponent is down and helpless. That's what they're trying to do to all of us who fought for Queen and country.
Fun times. I was going to say that's probably the only time we'll hear English voice acting, but I know it's not. Oh. Oh, he's using a regular sword. Is he using a sword or is he using a great sword? Oh. Ooh, damn. Yeah, gotta love that 600 points of damage you just hit me for. You know, honestly, that's one of my biggest problems with the game, is just how weak you are. And how quickly you can die. So I suppose equipment later on will fix most of those problems. Oh. Oh. It's a shame. Ooh. I think that's my first time I've ever gotten a... Oh no, it's not. I was going to say, I think it's the first time I've gotten a bastard sword, but it's not, because I already have a bastard sword. Well, there's no point. It's just the same as what we have. It's just got more break. And again, break is pretty much meaningless at this point. Actually, I didn't want to get his attention. Because we can do a plunging attack on him. Hey, a spear. Or a runka? A runkaha? Oh.
Damn! I made it all this way for nothing? Oh, I gotta do something. If I jump...
Hey! Very nice. That's what I wanted. Well, let's go and fight the boss. And see if I get absolutely destroyed in the first time. I managed to do this boss the first time without dying last time. So, let's see what happens. What was his name again? I forget it. Dennis? Derek. I've forgotten what his patterns were. Derek the Executioner. Oh. Oh, again, I don't have the grapple.
Ah, it's you.
It's Kelly.
The man with the guardian spirit.
If I die, the secret of the stones dies with me.
Let me show you what these stones can do. Behold. It's time for your execution.
Well, Derek got bigger. I'm pretty sure if he hits us, it's probably going to be a one-shot. Oh, oh dear. Not quite a one-shot. Close. I don't think my guardian spirit is active yet. Or is it? No, I think we'll have to wait to get him a bit lower. I don't want to get too greedy. I've done that before and it's cost me. Whoa! Just two. We'll stick with two. Oh, excellent. Fatality.
Well done. Quite a feat. So this spirit shall guide me to the kingdom of gold.
They're not very good shots to say they're only like 10 meters away. Right in the spine. And thus we have our opening. Right then. Hey, more cutscene.
The journey was not an enjoyable. During 2 years' voyage, the Helloff was lost. The trow sank, while the hope vanished without a trace. The good news of the Blythe Boatshap was nothing but lies. Only Leifta remained.
That's a very long journey. Surprising how most of them were
An
lost.
ironic
Oh,
twist. For what awaited us in the Far East wasn't love. It was monsters and death.
if the background in that screen looks funny, it's funny for me as well. I only have the texture quality on medium because, well, I don't want to risk it putting it on high because it might tank the frame rate even more. Before I began my preparations for landfall, I leafed once more through the curious book I chanced upon. Recorded inside are the memoirs? Memories? I think it's memories. Of the sailor who had once paid visit to the land of Zaipangu, Japan, for lack of better words. Precisely how this document wound up in the hold of this ship when its author clearly belonged to the crew of a different boat is beyond me. But here I am, poring over its pages all the same. And not for the first time this voyage, I may add. What fascinated me above all else was the is it memoir? I think it is memoir. Was the memoir's many accounts of Japan's diverse arms and weaponry. So we have sword, dual sword, spear, axe, kurosagawa, odachi, and the tonfa. We're going sword. The sailor from the memoir seemed to have spent quite some time in Japan and succeeded in keeping a company of samurai. He writes in detail the establishments in Japan called dojo, where people, including samurai, congregate for instruction on martial discipline. Just reading the sailor's vivid accounts, I feel as though I'm in there in the flesh, watching the warriors train. A samurai is a master of... Oh, hey, thanks for telling me that, Steam. A samurai is a master of many armaments and trains for combat in every imaginable scenario. If I were to use another weapon, what would I choose? I would choose the odachi. Oh, have a drink. The memoir also asserts that samurai are knowledgeable in the martial arts. First, they know which fighting stance to use in each situation, high, mid or low. Second, after each attack, they ready themselves for the next strike by focusing their ki, or inner energy. Third, once their ki is readied, the samurai can use a purification technique to get rid of their surroundings of malevolence. I'm not sure how to explain it, but I feel as though I have some innate ability to grasp these concepts. The memoirs state that Japan is home to 8 million gods and other deities. Exactly how this figure was derived, I can only imagine. But as I cast my gaze upon the shore, I am struck with the sensation that some mystical power has been keeping watch over me. It is the energy that reminds me of Saoyosa? That's the guardian spirit he had. I pull out the memoir once more and survey the pages until I arrive at a guardian spirit that best matches my focus I am sensing. So we have Kato, Isonde, and Daibawashi. I'm butchering these names horribly. We've also just hit 30 minutes. No, I don't wish to begin the tutorial mission because I had to play it again in the... Oh, hang on. The dinghies have been ready for us to make landfall. For all that I read on this country, nothing can prepare me for what lies... nothing can prepare me for what lies ahead. I put down the memoir and ready to leave the cabin. And leave my cabin. Oh god, so much talking. Kuroshima. Kuroshima is a tiny island off the coast of Usuki in the getting tired of talking. There is a way of usable land. You can read the rest of that on your own. Because I'll be seeing that description a few times, no doubt. And thus, we begin the second tutorial mission, for lack of anything else. And it took us exactly 30 minutes, well, 31 minutes more or less. That looks tasty. Anyway, I'm going to end the first part here, obviously. And in the next part, we will begin our trek through Utsuki. So I hope you all have enjoyed the first part, and I will see you all next time.